Okay, hi everybody. I have a very simple thing that I'd like to have us all do just to get started. We're going to create a super simple web page that just has a couple of words on it, and we're going to use Notepad, which is a text editor, to do it. We're going to move on from using Notepad into a different type of text editor that has more features, but this is just to get us started and to see what the process is for creating a web page. So go ahead and click on the Start button, and then on your Windows computer, and then go to Notepad. If you don't have it pinned to the top like I do on mine, then you need to go to All Programs and then find Accessories, and then you'll see Notepad there. You can also, I'm pretty sure, just type Notepad in the search field and it'll come up. So lots of different ways to get to Notepad. Alright, so what you get is a blank screen and a cursor blinking. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to use some tags to in order to get the document to be able to be read by a browser. So just follow along because we're going to dissect each of these later on. I just want us to get started somewhere. So here we go. We're going to start with typing in a less than symbol and then the letters HTML and a greater than symbol. That's our opening tag. If we press the Enter key a couple of times, what we're going to do is actually close that tag with a less than symbol and a / HTML and then greater than symbol. So what we have right here now is a document, a web document from beginning to end. Okay. The next thing that we're going to add to our web document is what's called the head section. And again, just follow along because we'll be dissecting each of these as we go later on. All right. So again, less than symbol to open the tag, the word head, and then the greater than symbol to close that tag. And I'm just going to press return once this time, and then a less than symbol, a / and the word head. And that basically opens and closes the head section of the document. The next section of the document that we're going to work with, where we're actually going to put some content, is called the body section. So open the tag with the less than symbol, type the word body, and I'll press Enter 2 times this time, and then less than symbol / body greater than symbol. Alright, so in this little section right in here, we're going to add some content, and anytime that you're working with content on a web page where you're adding whatever it is that you want to be viewed inside of the browser window, this is where it goes. It goes inside the body section. And all we're going to type in here is the word hello world ! Alright? Now, this document using Notepad so far hasn't been saved. We have to actually be careful about how we save it using Notepad because Notepad wants to give everything a .txt file extension, and we don't want that. So what we want it to have is a .html so that the browser will render it as an HTML document. So we're going to click File, Save As, find a save location, and this one I'm just going to put on my desktop for now, and name the document Hello World with no spaces. Get used to using no spaces in this environment, okay? It's just a good rule of thumb. And typically you also would always use lowercase, so actually I'm going to redo that and say all lowercase Hello World. Now, I don't want it to be the file type text, so I'm going to just switch it to say all files, and at the end of my hello world I'm going to type .html. So my whole file name is hello world.html, and it's being saved as all files, not as a text file. Saving it to my desktop. In this class we need to get really comfortable with where we're saving our documents, both on the local environment where we do our design work and on the remote environment where we will be uploading to a server. Each of these is, there's file structure involved, so just pay attention when you're saving your files to where they are. Here pretty soon we're going to set up a folder structure on both the local and the remote systems so that they match each other. But for now, just pay attention to where you're saving this file. Hello world.html, click Save. Alright, now I'm still in Notepad. Nothing exciting happened other than that I've typed up the basically the gist of a web document with some content. And I saved it. Alright, now this file is saved and I now want to see it in a browser. So I'm going to load Internet Explorer. I'm just going to click on Internet Explorer. And I've got my file menu here. If you don't have your file menu, you'll need to right click on the menu somewhere on the up above in the gray area and make sure that menu bar has a check in front of it so that you get this menu bar. You want to have your menu bar here. Click File and Open. We're going to open this file. Now I know that it's on the desktop, so I need to browse to where that is. I'm going to just go straight to the desktop and I'm going to look for the file called hello world.html. Now I've got Chrome set as my default browser on my computer here, but I can still open it in Internet Explorer. It's just that it's my Windows computer is recognizing it as a Chrome document. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and open it, and I'll click Open now. So this is the pathway to my file, and that's my file. I'm going to click OK. And there's my hello world. That's all the content that exists in this document right here. Excuse me. That's it. When I toggle over to it, notice excuse me, that it is quite plain, but I would argue that there is formatting to this document. It appears to be using a very particular font and a font size and a font color. These are all things that are predefined by the browser. As we get going in this class, what we're going to learn is that we can use tags to mark up our text and tell the browser how we really want it to be displayed. And that's really where we're going with all of this, is to say, here's a very basic HTML document. The document opens and it closes. The document has a head section and it has a body section. This is the bare bones of how the whole entire thing works. Web browsers are designed to read that HTML. In fact, if we were to click View in Internet Explorer here, click on the View menu and go to Source, I would expect that it would show me all of the source code that it's interpreting. So my Internet Explorer browser opened up this file and it discovered all of these tags that were in the file, and it knew exactly what to do with them. It knew to interpret this as an HTML document because of these tags. It sees that there's a head section. There's no content in this head section, but we will be adding a tremendous amount of content as we go along to the head section. But the head section is not what gets displayed. This is what gets displayed in the browser, those parts that are inside the opening body tag and the ending body tag. So that is the source of this right here. Alright, so that is where we're going to start, and I would like everybody to go ahead and follow those steps just for practice. We'll take it from there. Thanks.